Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now a carry for Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. J.K. Dobbins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After a one-point game, 7-6. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
At the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw again. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, Justin Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
He's set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll run. It's Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
on third down. Here's Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. Right back to Dobbins on first. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
Ties the game, 13-all. Mitch Wishnowsky set to...
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Second and 11. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And this is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And
the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news?
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Watch Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 52's a Mike, boys. 52. 3 bucks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
You might be getting tired of seeing this. Rush in.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
31-yard line.
Check, 43. Let's go. You got to step it up. Check. 43 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
43 is the mic. 43.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the...
Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.